Hi friends, welcome to our channel. In the last session, we had discussed decision-making statements. In this session, we will move to iterative statements. First of all, you have to know the difference between decision-making statement and iterative statement. In decision-making statement, it checks the condition. If the condition is true, it executes some set of statements only one time. Only one time in decision making statements, that is if else and so on. But coming to these loops, again the same thing, it checks the condition. Based on the condition, some set of statements are executed repeatedly to some number of times, to some number of times based on the condition. That is called iterative statements or loops. That is the main difference. In decision making statements, the state of statements are executed only one time, but in iterative statements, the set of statements are executed more than one time based on the condition. Now the question is, what is the need of these loops? For example, consider a program to print the numbers from 1 to 10. A very simple program. Just to print the numbers from 1 to 10, we are writing the program like this: main printf 1. Here I am explaining without using loops. Printf 2, printf 3, and so on. Printf 10. That is, we have to write 10 printf statements to print 10 values. In the blind case, we have to print 10 statements. That is the same printf statement with only where changes in the value is executed 10 times. To avoid this type of difficulties, we are moving into the concept of loops. In that loop, we are writing some condition, and only one time we are writing the printf statement. We are writing the printf statement only one time. Now, if you want to moving into the concept of loops, you have to remember 4 points or 4 steps. These are the most important things for any type of loops. What are the 4 things you have to consider? Each and every loop, simple thing. What do you mean by loop? We have to repeat some process. Suppose this is my source place, this is my destination. Assume here easy, you can write source destination. What do you mean by source? Source is the starting point, that is from where we have to start, and the destination is the ending point, that is from where we are stopping. So this starting point is called initialization. Each and every loop must and should contain these 4 points. The first point is initialization of a looping variable. Looping variable in the sense the variable that is used inside the loop. Those are called looping variables. So the first thing is we have to initialize the variable. Now, what is the other thing? So after initialization, here we are moving from this position to this position. We are moving from this position to this position. So in between, what we are doing, for example, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each and every time we are moving step by step. We are moving step by step. At each and every step, we are performing some operation. So what is the thing? We have to execute some set of statements. Simply body of the loop. That is what you want to do inside a loop. And then what is the other thing? Other thing, each and every time you have to update the variable. That is, we are starting at this position. Without updating, how we are reaching the ending position? Compulsory, you have to move step by step. Either one step or 2 steps or 3 steps, that is depending upon the condition. We have to update the variable, and the process is repeated. That is executing the body, update, executing the body, update. The same process is repeated until ending is reached. That is until the condition is satisfied. These are the four things. Whatever the loop you are considering, we have to remember four things. Now, C language have three types of loops. What are the three loops? While loop, do while loop, for loop. These are the three types of loops that are allowed in C language. Remember the thing. The same thing I will explain again. Either while, do while, or for loop. Whatever the loop you are using, the concept is same. That is, you repeat some process some number of times. The only difference between suppose while loop and do while loop is the way the statements are executed. For example, while is called entry control loop. First, it checks the condition and then executes the body. Do while is called exit control loop. First, it executes the statements and then checks the condition. And remember, while and for both are same. The only difference is in terms of syntaxes. This is the introduction to iterative statements loops. In the next sessions, we will discuss each and every loop in detail. Thank you.